Good morning, everybody. How we doing? How we feeling? We're going to start off everywhere with that positive affirmation. I love you. If nobody has told you today, I hope that you hear it first from me. All right? Welcome to episode 5 of Sauce on the Side. Today we're going to get into it a little bit, talking about men's feelings. Got to do my shameless plug first. Hey, these hoodies about to drop. Hey, Baghead, you know he coming. Dropping either tomorrow or Thursday or tomorrow or Friday. They'll definitely be on the website. Besides that, there's still other stuff on the website. We ain't sold out, but once we sell out, hey, don't talk about how you need something. All right, www.thesauceclothing.com. Go ahead, grab your stuff. All right, and we definitely got a new song today. It's not new, but something that's gonna match with the theme of today's episode. So today's episode, I want to talk about men's emotions and why we can't feel. Okay, so why is it that men aren't allowed to have emotions? Why is it that men can't feel? Why is it that we aren't allowed to cry or do any of that? And it's a sign of weakness, when in reality that's really not the case. If I as a person, I believe that women are the strongest out of all of us. They handle the most stress. They're supposed to be the rock of the family when it comes to handling business, and the dad is supposed to be the defender. But they still handle all of that. They're able to show emotions. They're more in touch with their emotions. They're more able to think rationally in most cases, and things of that. And we say that they try to say that they think with their emotions. That's wrong. Dudes think with their emotions just as much as women do. We think with our second head. We think that just because we see a girl, we don't even think about the repercussions of dealing with her. Sometimes we just go out there and think with the dick that we got between our legs, the leg between our legs. But why is that? Why is it that men can't feel? Why is it all that? And I think it's literally just something that's been developed into the culture. We sit there and tell ourselves that when you cry, you show weakness. If you show weakness, that means that somebody can take advantage of you. And just because you smile, just because you cry, just because you're sad, just because you're in touch with your feelings, you're in touch with the outer world, that either makes you gay or that makes you a weak man. And when we teach our kids this, or when we teach younger dudes this is how we developed into this gun culture. Because I feel like a lot of the music we listen to nowadays has gotten to being more in touch with your emotions. We got Juice WRLD, we got Mac Miller, we've had even Nipsey Hussle was somebody who was definitely in touch with his emotions, and we all know that he was supposed to be a stand-up guy, one of those dudes who we knew was affiliated. So like, I think that our generation is listening to music that tells them to be in touch with their emotions, but they're being told that you're not allowed to be in touch with your emotions. You have to be this hard shell of a man, this dude that definitely isn't scared to go the extra mile, which hurts the communication that a lot of us definitely struggle with at this point. We struggle communicating because we don't know how to talk about our emotions. We don't know how to talk. We're scared to go get help. We're scared to go to a therapist because we don't want to sit there and expose ourselves, because we think that exposing ourselves makes us vulnerable, and that vulnerability is what gives us strength. I'm 31, so in my generation, I start to look at the other dudes and I'm just like, hey, be happy with who you are. That's something I've been blessed with as I was getting older, is that my family allowed me to be who I was. Did I get picked on? Yeah, but it didn't really bother me too much, because at the end of the day, I was able to still be me. And I know that's probably 31-year-old looking back saying like, oh, I didn't care that I got picked on. I genuinely don't think that it ever bothered me when I got picked on, because I was also somebody who was willing to fight. But now we live in an age where we can't tell our kids that, oh, if they pick on you, you're able to fight, because those kids, they got guns now. Guns are so readily available to everybody, not even just the older crowd. Like, they're bringing them to schools, they're shooting up schools. The kids on the block, like, even as a 31-year-old, if some teenager on the block was saying something crazy to me, I am less likely to say something back to him or take it to that level, because I know that these kids nowadays keep something on them. They keep that fire on them. Whatever they got on them, they ready to shoot. They don't care. They're not thinking about the future because of today and stuff like that. So I believe that it's just we as a culture, we as a generation, we as a society have molded men and guys and boys and all of the above into thinking that you can't smile, you can't be happy. Why is it that he can't be happy? Why is it that he can't like this color, or why is it that he can't like this or that? Is it because you're worried about what other people are going to think of him, or are you worried about what other people are going to think of you because you're affiliated with him? If you really love your son or your brother or whatever, yes, keep him on the right track so he understands the rules that we have in place, these basic stereotypes of what a man has to do and what a man has to be. But at the same time, what does that really do? All we do is we're still feeding into the stereotypes. He's going to get older, and he's going to get to the point where it's like, oh, if you don't like football or you don't like basketball, you're not going to be understood by other men. I tell people, oh, I like soccer. Oh, they'd be like, who likes it? Like, unless you, in the black community especially, they're like, black people don't play soccer. And that's like, no, they do. In other countries, soccer is one of the biggest sports ever. Like, oh, I like art. There's a lot of people who will look at me like with a side eye, like, oh, you like art? What? Or I don't really listen to rap too much anymore, which I think is starting to become a bigger trend because of where rap has gotten to. But it's just one of those things where I think we're so quick to judge men off of what they like and what they do, whereas women don't have that same those same judgmental. Yes, they do. They have some. Don't get me wrong. They can't dress certain ways. Who they talk to. They got to choose their partner correctly, because if they have sex with one dude and that dude goes out and starts blabbing, now they become a hoe and stuff like. There's certain stuff that women have to deal with that men don't. But right now I'm talking about men, and I just think, as I was growing up, as I see these younger dudes growing up, we don't let men be vulnerable. We don't let them have communication, and then we wonder why they aren't able to communicate their emotions, why we have so many men in prison because they don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't know how to handle their thoughts and stuff that they're going through every day. They don't have a safe space. Where is the men's safe space? If I'm a barber, and I would honestly say one of the few spaces that men are able to go and be themselves are inside of bars, or inside of barbershops, or inside of just men-dominated places, or in the household of their mom. And it's just like, where's the one place they can go and just kind of let loose and relax, and they know that they're going to get taken care of? There's not many places that men can go to get pampered. Where can a man go to get pampered? Just a barbershop. He goes get a manicure or pedicure. We're just starting to get into that world where that's acceptable, but oh, a man goes get a manicure or pedicure, there's something wrong with him. He must be feminine. He likes to get his nails done. Like, no, he just likes to take care of himself. Oh, yes, he goes and gets facials. Oh, he likes to take care of himself. He wants to look good. What's wrong with a man wanting to look good, want to feel good? And that's where I think that we definitely need to take that step to start thinking about that more as a community. When you see another dude that wears something, don't judge him for what he wears. Yes, we're going to make jokes and stuff like that, but you got to understand behind every joke, there's some truth. So if you making a joke about it, is the truth on you, is the truth on them? Are you saying that joke because you want them to believe that that color is gay, or do you think that color is gay? Because if you're trying to force your thoughts onto them, you're already failing. Because now you want everybody to be just like you, because you think this is the way that you were raised, this is the way that you grew up, to think that any dude that likes pink or wears pink, or any dude that wears lime green or something like that has homosexual tendencies or feminine tendencies, and that's not correct at all. But hey, man, I just think that this is something we gotta think. For everybody out there, I have a daughter, but everybody out there that got a son, for everybody out there that's raising a boy, for everybody out there that has a young man who is being mentored by them, understand that sometimes you got to let them be them, and don't let society or the world take away their way to feel, their way to have emotions and stuff like that. Because if we keep doing that, you're going to end up with this hard shell of a man who isn't able to communicate, who isn't able to really truly be himself. And when he finally is able to be himself, he's gonna be vindictive of everybody who wasn't around him, who didn't let him be himself, because you thought just because I'm like this, or this is my idea of what man is supposed to be, that's how he has to be. All right. For today, I'ma still hit my shameless plug. Hey, www.thesauceclothing.com. Go on there, see what you like. If you like something, ship it out. Let me know. I'm definitely it ships out the very next day. I don't hold on to no orders. Customer service, quality, always there. We all about art, crude art. That's gonna be dropping within the next couple of weeks. Be on the lookout for that. A new Baghead Emotions hoodie, definitely dropping this weekend, either tomorrow or Friday. Go ahead, grab it. It's gonna be $45. All right. So go ahead, grab that. For today, go ahead and listen to Four Troubled Boys by Kota the Friend. All right. This taps into emotions, but it's just a dope song. I love Kota. He's coming out with an album soon. Go ahead, grab that when it comes out. But hey, Four Troubled Boys, Kota the Friend. Listen now. Hey, this is episode 5 of Sauce on the Side. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Go ahead, subscribe, like it, put some feedback, get me into the algorithms, comment. The more people I reach, the more this is gonna settle in with me and let me make sure I get that content. If you want me to talk about something else, or you think there's a topic that you just like to hear my view on, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'll go ahead and see what I think about it. All right. Thank y'all. Have a great day. Love you.